Welcome to your weekend focus for August the 22nd and the 23rd, 2020. My name is Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you truly for all of the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. I send it right back to you. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for sharing with family and friends. Most definitely. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for your support. I'm sorry I missed yesterday. Truthfully, I came home from work. I sat down on my bed with my pillows propped up, but I was kind of setting up. And I woke up 8 hours later, still fully, still with the steel toes on and everything. So, I do apologize. So, that's too many cards. Let's just make sure we put them back in the deck. Oh, I just saw some really incredible cards. So, I'm hoping they're coming out. I'm hoping this is our energy for the weekend appearing to me. A sneak preview. Anyways, so I missed us all together. I didn't show up to do the video, so I was sleeping through that. So I proved I was human again. I do apologize for that. I don't apologize for being human. I'm good with that. So the 22nd, wow. Master Builder energy, absolutely. This is the time, your intuition is extremely high and your vision is extremely high. The 22 energy says to dream it big, to focus on it, to understand the possibility of you actually stepping into it. Because you can find great success very quickly under the 22 energy, under the Master Builder, if you follow your intuition. If you're looking for that aha moment, that epiphany, or that little bit of knowledge you needed, or a little bit of information you needed to really propel yourself into the future. Absolutely. If we do the numerology of the day as well, it actually is a 34 energy. We don't get many 34s as a daily energy. And that's really the same thing. It's by having the focus and the understanding and paying attention to what is around you. Usually with the 34 energy, it's communication. So whether you're reading it or you're overhearing it or you're having a conversation about it or you're introduced to somebody and the conversation is sparked, that actually moves you in the direction that you want to go, that opens a door for you, a crack in the window perhaps even, to give you that aha moment, to that epiphany. And don't say, oh, what were the chances of that? I thought that this morning, and then I meet somebody and they say that exact same thing to me. What are the chances of that? No, that is the universe saying, okay, so here's some more information. Here's a person you might need. Maybe they have knowledge. Maybe they have skills and talents that will complement yours. Start a conversation. Brainstorm. Through communication, you can definitely get this it'll propel you into your future, absolutely, to a passion, a dream, and a desire. So we would need to really be alert, especially when both the 22 for the day, the Master Builder, and the 34 energy shows up at the same day. It's a very high energy day, so pay attention to your surroundings, what you're being told, what you're overhearing, what you're actively listening to, what you're reading. And you get those little aha moments, those little epiphanies. Pay attention to them. Don't just push them aside as a whimsical fantasy. Okay, because as we move into, and that comes into a 7. Okay, so 3 plus 4 is a 7. Standing in your truth. Absolutely standing in your truth. So it has to match your values, your morals, your beliefs, your wants, your desires, your passions. It has to match. It has to be from the heart center in order to really have the incredible successes that you want. On the Sunday, the 23rd, usually the 23 is about the energies being around you to guide you into safe ports. So know that if you just go with the flow, if you and act with good instincts, of course, and pay attention to your intuition and what it's telling you, and pay attention to the things that you are overhearing and you are communicating right now. Um, it's guiding you to where you need to be, where you will be safe, where you will have balance, where you will be able to take your next steps with great confidence and authority. I hear authority and authority. So, um, so, and if we add that up together for the numerology of the day, well, that becomes a 5, and that's all about having fun and giggles, letting out that creativity inside of you. Dance if you want to, sing at the top of your lungs, throw in a little bit of romance. Okay, it's about your truth. It's about people and wanting a little bit of attention drawn to the fact of who you are or what you've done, or if you do something, you want people to almost recognize it in some way. It's and it's not really egotistical. It's a heartfelt wanting people to say thank you, or even excuse me as they brush by you. Excuse me would be a really nice word to say. um you know, so in the little ways. But if you have the numerology of the day together, it is a 17, and that is making the impossible possible. So doesn't that blend well with the Saturday energy? So really, this is a weekend where you could start the first step in your passion, your dream, your desire. I mean, we are in new moon energy too, so the moon looks so incredible right now, that single line, right? As we're just, in the very first stages of the new moon, and it's time to get grounded. It's time to test the waters. It's time to take a little bit of an educated risk on yourself. Believe in your dreams, in your heart, and what your heart is being called to. Absolutely. And listen to your intuition. Don't argue with it. Just go with it. Because there's always been a time in everybody's life where it's like, I knew it when I said yes. It was going to turn out really bad. And it did. So, we all have that moment, right? Where we knew better. We went against our intuition. So... So the 17 is there to tell us that we can make the impossible possible. So this is an energy that tells us that the only limitations right now, the only things that cannot be, is whatever glass ceiling you put on your dream. You have the 22 energy working for you. You have the 34 energy working for you right there. I mean, that is absolutely beautiful. Now the sun does move into Virgo, so happy birthday. So we are going to start looking at the details. This will be like the last hurrah moment, if you even allow it. It all depends on how strong that Virgo energy is going to be in your life, where it's going to tell you, no, we need to sit down. We need to understand what works, what doesn't work, what is needed, what isn't needed. What do we want to take forward with us? What do we need to leave behind? Where is the clutter? Let's get rid of it. And we will start looking at the details. So I strongly advise you right now to try and not get right into that energy, but have those last fleeting moments of looking at the big picture, of taking away that glass ceiling, of imagining the impossible, knowing that it very well could be possible if you believed it so. And then start looking at the details as we move through the Virgo energy going forward, which will help us find that true balance. Now the moon, I believe the moon is in Libra on the Saturday, moves into Scorpio on the Sunday. So Libra is about beauty, wanting to find a balance, a harmony. Very much Libra energy is finding a harmony. A little harder to make decisions, so don't try and make the big decisions on Saturday, because the Libra moon will be showing you that both ways are good. So, or both ways are bad. On the Sunday, we have the moon going into Scorpio, and we will want the truth. You know, uh, our primal instincts come alive under the Scorpio energy. We see more, we hear more, we speak more of the truth, and we see it more. We analyze it. We take our research, our thoughts deeper. We want to get to the final, we want to take every layer of that onion away and find what is truly at the core, the center, the truth. And so we will start, after we go through, oh, that's something else completely. We're not even going to go there because I'll be rambling for far too much longer than is necessary. We'll cover that another day. So the Scorpio energy will allow us to really look deeply at maybe the puzzle pieces of our life. And do they fit? And is there balance? And what can I do in order to enhance that balance? And what is my truth? What is the truth of the situation? We may uncover some things that we didn't know before, that changes our perceptions, that allows us to take that step forward where we didn't believe we could before. And with Scorpio, it's black or white. There's no gray. There's no maybes. They're frisky tonight. Okay, look at this. We have the chariot. The chariot is a pullback energy. Very strong energy telling us to pull back, to think things through. Where do we truly want to step? Where do we truly want to go? Is it a passion of yours? Is it a dream of yours? Is it a desire of yours? Or are you living towards somebody else's agenda? Where does the focus need to be right now? On you. Absolutely, in your path forward and what you truly want to step into. Whether it be better health, well-being, a better job, better career, a different career, success within your career, stature within the community, a loving home, family, whatever your goals, whatever your dreams, more spirituality, a higher spirituality. By the way, you already have it. You just have to believe how much you have and start trusting in it more, and you'll see it for yourself. It's like any other muscle in your body. You have to exercise it. You have to start trusting, taking a risk on yourself. But where do you take the risk? The educated risk on yourself. Where do you want to go forward? Now, the thing I like the most about the Chariot card is regardless of the deck you see, you rarely see any reins. So, usually you're sitting there and you've got reins, right? And you're pulling back on the reins. And that's how the horses know that you want them to slow down a little bit, right? You give them a lot of looseness there, and all of a sudden they're like, yeah, we can run. And if they weren't tethered together, which they usually aren't and they both have the head harness, but I don't see really a tether between them. There usually isn't. Saying that they could go in either direction and pull that wagon right in half if they wanted to. So you have to have a real, the only word I can come up with is almost like a clairvoyance to the next step and to each other, and knowing, picking up on the vibration around you or creating the vibration around you where those horses will want to follow you, where they'll just know you by your, it's your it's your emotion, it's your stress level. Absolutely. That's what I'm seeing. It's breathing. It's going with the flow. It's having a patience with where you're going to be led. It's believing that you're going to go in the right way if you think about it. And ask your inner self. Ask your sage wisdom. And know that your sage wisdom is working with your intuition, your heart center right now. So pull it back a little bit. Think it through a little bit. tell you, I do have the whole deck here, I promise you. I don't just have the major arcana in my hands. We have the Wheel of Fortune next. Yeah, I really do believe it's a pivotal weekend. Starting out with the 22 energy combined with the 34 energy of the numerology. I think it highlights this weekend a little bit more than it would through other means, except the tarot's doing a wonderful job of wowing us as well. This is about knowing that you are moving into a better energy, a better time. You are moving into a new season. And so most of us would read the card as this is where we are now and this is where we're going. And yeah, there's a point that we have to go through, right? There's this new growth in order to get to where we want. So we have to have a patience with when the true success will be shown to us. That all we can do right now is go forward each day, each step. And not look backwards and not try and measure ourselves against anything else. And giving it our focus and giving it our attention. And before we know it, we have transformed into somebody else completely and loving life and smiling and giggling without being reminded by Tilly to do so. So this card always denotes, even if you have a reader that reads the cards upside down, this still denotes a move in the right direction. And we have been getting this card over and over and over again since the eclipses and just prior to the eclipses, haven't we? So this is a beautiful energy telling us that we will be turning the page, but it takes time, it takes patience, it takes energy, it takes belief, and sometimes it just takes determination that you're, regardless of what happens, you're going to continue to take that step each day. And I know it seems like a long way off now, but the next eclipse season will be a new journey for us in many ways, based on what we do in between the two eclipses, with the eclipse energy helping us. So I guess, go back to the eclipses and listen to that, because I'm getting a strong calling that there's information in there that we have to remind ourselves of in the present in order to understand the underlying energy of this whole time for us. Look at this, Judgment comes out. Wow. The 34 energy is also one that is, it's like you will reap the rewards right now if you deserve the rewards. So do ya? Yeah, it's kind of like the 34 is like if you were honest with yourself, if you had to sit down right now and say how much energy or effort you've put into your actual dream, your desire, in relationship to everything else in your life, how are you faring? What are you doing? Because if you're giving it your all, and Judgment shows up here to say, if you're giving it your all, you will be well rewarded right now. You will be recognized. Remember I was talking about that wanting to be recognized in some way. It could be part of this energy. And so know that maybe you didn't get a thank you at a time, or a good job at the time, or, wow, you're incredible at that time, or an I love you at that time, that the reward is actually coming to you in a greater manner. So let go of the expectations, I guess, is a teaching point here in the 34 energy. That when we expect it and we allow our emotions to actually be pulled down because they didn't, to expect it, it's just coming later. Thought it would be today. I guess it's going to be in the future. Can't wait to see what it is, because I know the energy is multiplying. I know better things are going to be rewarded to me to help me go forward. And it's not by your design, okay? And we're going to pick 5 today. I was only going to pick 3, but with these cards, finally we get one that's not major arcana, so you can actually believe me. But it is the Page of Cups. It is about the dream of your tomorrow. This is about the youth of a passion, a dream, so new. Fertility is a main key player in over the last several weeks, that 3 energy. So It is about fertility and birth and planting the seed. It is about dreaming of whatever you imagine. Looking forward to be. What does your dreamscape look like? And we are very well connected. When this card shows up, we are very well connected to God, our angels, our spirit guides. So talk to them. They are waiting. They are waiting for the conversation. And you may not hear them right away, but as you go through your day, certain things will happen. Just, look around and say thanks. Appreciate that. Oh, the other day I got kind of caught up in the literal sense because I said I just wanted to get there and get home. I was kind of tired and I just wanted to get there and get home. So I said, please, every advanced green going forward. So first one I had a red light, but it turned into an advanced green. And then the next one was a red light, but it turned into an advanced green. And the third one was, yes, you got it, a red light, but it turned into an advanced green. And I was like, oh, that's a good one, guys. Thank you for that. Because that's what I asked for. I wanted the advanced green. Well, the only way you get the advanced green then is by coming to a complete stop so that you can get the advanced greens. So be careful how you wish, because chances are they will give you exactly what you want. If you say you want money and you walk out and on the sidewalk there's a coin, or even a bill for that matter, you've got more money. Congratulations, your wish has been answered. And this isn't really a wish card, but it is kind of a wish card. Because it's the dream of where you want to be successful in life, where you want abundance in life, where you want balance in life, where you want happiness in life, where you want peace of mind in life. And what you have control over and how you can grow that into the landscape, the dreamscape that you want to make a reality scape. A reality scape. One more. And then to bring us down to earth and back to reality is the Ten of Swords, and everybody goes, oh, that's not a nice card. And in some decks, it really isn't. And it's one of the cards I look at when I'm considering a deck. So if they don't show me a picture of what the Ten of Swords looks like, I usually won't purchase the deck unless I see it. Because some of them look like, I had one person say a crime scene, and I went, yeah, exactly. It does look like there should be little cones all over the place on the picture. This one, there is no blood, okay? So I would have to assume then that the swords are not actually into our back, although we may feel the stings. Maybe a couple of them got us. It was a close call, but no, they are your wall of strength. They are the paths that you have walked, the multiple paths the hundreds of paths perhaps that you have walked in order to get to the here and now. Especially at the end here. This tells me that, you're going to feel that sun breaking through the clouds. You're going to feel that warmth. You're going to know that a new day is dawning. And here we are, and we are slowly pushing ourselves up. And it's time to push ourselves up. It's time to brush ourselves off. It's time to say, I survived it all. I'm here, in the now. And I have talents, and I have abilities, and I'm worth it, and I'm deserving, and I am enough. I have value, and I'm going forward. Knowing what I know and giving it up to God and believing in myself and my gods, my angels, my spirit guides, and having a faith that as you need things, it will appear. As you give it your focus, your attention. We have the 22 energy and the 34 energy working in combination on the Saturday. It is a beautiful day to say, I want this in my life going forward. And then give it some direction. Because we are going to start taking the puzzle pieces of our life throughout the next 3 to 4 weeks. We're going to be taking the puzzle pieces of our life and saying, does this fit? What needs to go in order to fit, for this to fit? Or is this piece of puzzle belong with my puzzle, or does it belong in another box completely? So take advantage of this weekend. Let's get a mantra. before our weekend. I'll try and go quickly. I just looked at the timer. I'm like, I never know how long they're going to be. You know when you start out the video, but I never do. Creative wonderment. Follow your passion. Do we really even need to talk about this? Creative wonderment. Now, when the word creativity, I think it's the most misunderstood word we have in the human or in the English language, because when we think creative, we automatically go to the arts. We automatically think it's dance or writing or singing or, you know, but we are creative beings. We create every day. We create our situations. We create that warm area in our home where we can sit with friends and laugh. We create gardens and beautiful table settings. We create buildings and maybe a car. I don't know what you do for a living. We create in so many actions. We can create a beautiful meal. We can create, I can go on and on. What are you creating? A loving relationship, a higher spiritual connection, a healthier lifestyle. What are you creating? The opportunity for you to get that promotion. What are you creating? Stature within the community. What are you creating? And the wonderment part is removing that glass ceiling of seeing what you can actually be if you decided to just go a little bit farther. Well, let's see what the book says, but follow your passion. Oh, the book is open to it already. Huh. So right now you will be able to bring into fruition something within your imagination that you alone have thought of. Being creative is relaxing and therapeutic, whether it's cooking, sewing, woodwork, photography, writing, or art. Whatever it may be that stimulates your imagination, this is a time for you to create and inspire yourself and others. Utilize your skills. Take classes. Follow your passion. You will one day have the opportunity to turn your heartfelt creativity into life's work. Create your labor of love. And the mantra is, I am inspired to be creative. I am inspired to be creative in all aspects of my life. Everything that is part of me going forward, I am creative in. My routines, my job, my family life, my home life, my living arrangements, my environment. I embrace it with that creative genius within me. So follow your passions. I am inspired to be creative. And a reading wouldn't be a reading without our beautiful animal cards. So if you're ever looking for it, it's actually Higher Intuitions. I love the artist, the beauty of each of the pictures, and I love the illustrator and the author of what each animal stands for. It's just beautiful. So now this is a deck I probably never would have bought for myself because it holds very little information, right? Yeah, take a chance. Maybe we'll get that. Take a chance was the one I showed you. Oh my goodness. Take a chance on you. Okay? Take an educated risk. Dream a little bit bigger. You've got this. But my kids got it for me for Mother's Day, and I thought, okay, so I showed up here one day, many moons ago, and said, well, we'll learn the book together, and then as I get to know the animals a little bit, I won't need the book. But they do such a beautiful job, the combination of the artwork and the story behind, the energy behind, that I couldn't duplicate it and do the deck any justice. So fertility. Take a chance, and then fertility. And like I said, we are in a very fertile energy right now. So here is the turtle, the sea turtle. I think this one fools me. It's not under turtle, but it's sea turtle. But I could be wrong on that. So, once again, human here. Sea horse, sea star, and then a skunk. So I guess we are just a turtle after all. Turtle. They fooled me by putting them in water. The dog saw a little turtle walking. They can move pretty fast on land, you know. Some of those turtles. This one, I thought, wow, he's really boogieing. So don't let them fool you. But when they're walking next to that rabbit, okay, they can go pretty quick if they want. Creation, patience, stability, longevity, and protection. Most of the important things in the world have been accomplished by people who have kept on trying when there seemed to be just no hope at all. So, you know, I was saying it earlier, right? Just persevering, pushing through, disciplining yourself, and not looking backwards and not putting yourself up to a measuring stick right now, but just continuing to take that focus and put it on your very next step and your very next step and your very next step, and give it your focus and give it your energy, and watch the things transform in your life. And go ahead, prove me wrong on that, but so most of the important things in the world have been accomplished by people who have been kept on trying when there seemed to be no hope at all. If you've chosen turtle, you are being told that a great opportunity is coming towards you for a new project, a new opportunity. You have waited a long time for this, and turtle reminds you that slow and steady can in fact win the race. Turtle tells you that you having patience and slowing down, but keeping a steady pace will get you further than acting impatient or frustrated. Have you been trying to get pregnant? Know of somebody close to you wishing to have a baby? Turtle tells that indeed the pregnancy announcement will happen. So I guess that'd be more on a 1-to-1 than everybody showing up pregnant tomorrow for my reading. But when we're doing that's obviously a little joke there, because when I'm doing a general reading, then I would have to do the whole scheme of the fertility, and it may be the seeds that you are planting, the passions, and giving birth, making it a reality in some small way, and taking it out of the dreamscape and embracing it, making it your own, and starting to take that one step each day. Turtle is a positive message, and one with much Oh, I skipped a part here. If you know someone who's been trying for a long time, they may have to use fertility treatments. So sometimes we need to fake it till we make it. Sometimes we need to lean into making ourselves giggle for absolutely no reason, making ourselves smile for absolutely no reason. Letting go of a little bit of stress, just take a couple of deep breaths. And when you do that, just imagine, the weight, the heavy energy, the tightness being released that we carry so naturally now. We're kind of trained to carry around the stress all the time and keep going. And the more we can release that stress throughout the day, even if it's only a couple of breaths, a couple of times a day, it really does make a difference towards everything going forward, everything for that day going forward and beyond. So turtle is a positive message and one with happiness, just like the wheel card always is. It's a definite symbol. It's a definite sign that says that you are moving into a better time. Trust and believe in yourself. Grow that dream bigger. We'll be looking at the details soon enough. And until we meet again, remember, I do love you.